Hello everyone, I'm going to do a quick tutorial here. Hopefully I can keep it under 8 minutes. Here's for people who want to create case covers for the existing Game Boy, Game Gear, so on and so forth, but using the Nintendo DS cases with the Game Boy Advance slots. So two programs that I use is Adobe Photoshop and Microsoft PowerPoint. It shouldn't matter what version you're using. I'm using CC for Photoshop and 2015 for PowerPoint, but not a big deal. So here is a current case cover that I just created, and this is NBA action for the Sega Game Gear. But we're going to do a Nintendo Game Boy one, and I'll show you how we do that. So I'm going to open up my template. I've got my Nintendo handheld here. Okay, for that. So it's in this template. It's a few of them. I'm going to use Game Boy. Okay, so now since I have my template, I'm going to open up my artwork. And I believe my artwork is probably going to be on the Nintendo. So I'm doing Tecmo Bowl. Okay, so this is a Nintendo one, but not a big deal. First step you want to do is crop. So you want to crop this. I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so what I do is switch to my move tool. I'm going to drag that out. Okay, and then I'm going to drag it in. And after that, I'm going to use Edit Free Transform. And that's going to allow me to place this the way I want it, actually. So drag that up. That's never happened where I can get that the first time. I think that looks good there. I'm going to draw his face back in. Oh, I need to draw that down, so I got all that Tecmo roll in there. Okay, that looks good. Press Enter. So now I got my front cover. Now I'm going to do. Let me see if I have that same file. Okay, so that's right here. So I'm just going to X out of it. Not going to save it because I don't want to overwrite it. There may be other ways to do that, but this is the way I currently do it. Same step. You want to crop. So now we're going to crop the back cover. Okay, I think that looks fairly good there. And the reason why we're piecing this together is because for some of these handhelds, you're not going to be able to find the exact cover. So you're going to have to be creative, and this is what this tutorial is going to be geared to, being creative and getting that cover the way you want it, even when you can't find it, i.e. off the cover project, so on and so forth. Same process, Edit Free Transform, just so I can get all of it on the template. And as you can see, it doesn't take too long to do this. You got to be pretty meticulous on how you want placement. Press Enter. So now that's front cover and back cover. I'm looking at my Game Boy and I'm seeing what options I have. I got stuff like that that's on there. I can take that off. And I think I will, just because I already have like that barcode there. Spine, Game Boy, I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep the front. So now what I'm going to do is, once again, exit out of the picture that you use. And I'm going to get that spine part. Hopefully I can get that. Open. Okay, so now crop again. And I'm going to use the Tecmo Bowl there for that spine, because I think that's going to look really good. And that's how I'm going to get the spine without just typing in a regular font. I think that will really bring it out. Plus you want to see what games you have on, and that's the whole part of putting them in cases. Press Enter. You know what? Let's crop that again. I got some red stuff on there. Press Enter. So now that looks good. Move that out. Okay. Drag that here. Free transform again. Edit. Free transform. Okay. That really fills up that that gap really good. Okay, Game Boy Tecmo Bowl. Press enter. Alright, I'll get out of that. Alright, so now that's completed. You know, you have your Game Boy template. So you got Game Boy there, you got Tecmo Bowl, and you got your back cover. Now, granted, this is for Nintendo, and Game Boy is black and white. Yeah, and if you want to be that anal, you could search for it. I did not want to be that anal, and the stuff that I found that was black and white, it just didn't look good. So, for shelving purposes, for collection purposes, I think this looks good, but people will tweak their own. Technically, if you want to get fancy, you could just, I might actually do that. So let's see something. You know what? Different tutorial. Let me stick with what we're doing here. If you want to be technical, you could just, select this and then make it black and white. Not a big deal. I'm not going to do it because that's not how I want mine. And this is the first time I'm actually creating a cover. Okay, so next step is image size. And I keep the resolution at 300. The height is going to be 4.57. Sometimes it rounds up. And then let me unlock that. Okay. 10.87, I believe. This is 4.57. And actually, you know what? Let's just double check. Because I always forget the size and position. 10.87, 4.57. Okay. 10.87, 4.57. Press OK. OK to all. I'm just going to do the image size. Didn't change it because everything was pretty much the same size because of the templates. The template's pretty much the size. Now I'm going to go to File, Save As. I'm going to save this to my desktop. I'm going to go to JPEG. That's what you want to save it as. I'm going to save this as Tecmo Bowl. Case cover. Game Boy. Save, and it's going to ask for JPEG options, and I'm going to keep mine 12, maximize. Alright, so you're wondering why I have Photoshop, and this is so I can clearly print them out all at one time, and then it's just so much easier if you want to get a Kinko's or something. I'm actually printing this all out myself on a color laser. Alright, so I'm basically going to minimize that one, find Tecmo Bowl case cover, and just drag it there. And it's there. Double check my size and position. 4.57, 10.87, and we're done. So right now what you want to do is, I typically use legal paper instead of letter. Legal is a little longer. It's I think it's 8.5 by 14, whereas the letter is like 8.5 by 10, or 8.5 by 11. Don't know. But the reason why I do the longer size is because it won't clip it, and then you will be able to fill up the Nintendo DS case accordingly. If you do the 8 by 10, you're gonna have some gaps. Some people do that, but I don't prefer to use that. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, please post below, and I'll also include the links for the cover project, as well as so that way you can find cover art and templates. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it.